What is up out there, Shopkulture land? How you guys living? How you guys doing? Man, whew, it's already been a month. This month has been crazy. It has been a lot going on. We want to thank each and every one of y'all that showed up to the Shopkulture meet and greet.
Man, that
It was active.
That shit was active, man.
When Shopkulture Supreme come and get in the building, they act up.
Listen,
They was
listen,
like two
listen.
kidding.
We was interacting the nut, man.
Two. I thought I was.
You know I ain't got no
Hey,
sense,
bro.
You know I ain't got no.
I want to
sense,
say some
dog.
stuff, but I'm not going to.
You ain't right.
I know. I
Don't do that.
ain't gonna say. I'm trying to. I was thinking about this the whole day. I was saying, am I gonna spill it? But y'all,
You
try to
was
tell
nuts,
you
man.
when we do a meet and greet, we can have 5, 4, 3,
10, 1. Listen, we gonna
kick
turn up.
We kicking.
We gonna turn up.
Yeah, look.
Guaranteed.
We got the boys in here too. He's shaking his head. He knew it was active.
Listen.
Man, those women, I don't understand, fella. You got a big old group of women in this place. And guys, are they
Listen.
They-
I had
they
me a good
keyboard.
time.
Yeah, I know you.
Listen,
Hey,
I had me a good time. Tongue was
Two
out.
did.
The tongue was out. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, I had the tongue out like
When
Jordan.
the tongue go out, that's what I was just gonna say that. It's Jordan rules.
You know what I'm talking about? When the tongue come out, man, it's Jordan rules in this joint, man.
But I can tell some guys that are scared to talk to women, guys ain't. There's some. I'm like, man.
Listen, I was in the mix, goddammit. I'm gonna be in the
Well,
mix. If there's a group of women, Toom gonna be in the mix.
When
You know it.
Yeah, when the picture come on, I know.
Come on, listen. When the camera come on, goddammit, you got to put on a show.
I just got back from a long trip, and look, I was trying to unwind. I wasn't even all up in the base. I was just trying to
Sure were. I was like, okay.
Bro, listen.
play some darts, try to grab a drink real quick, try to say what's up to people.
Bro,
I
look,
won't
by the
say
end of
that.
the
Don't
night,
let
bro,
your
I didn't even
women come
realize
up-
I had drunk that much. By the end of the
Man.
night, bro, I was like, am I buzzing for real?
Oh
Oh my goodness.
man, it's. Oh my goodness, it was active.
It was a nice little party, man. It was a good time.
And you know, I want to be real quick. When we do the meet and greet, the goal is that type of vibe. Because I like day parties. I've always been a fan of like having like a nice day party.
Yep.
But then we also want to get more business, ventures and companies and groups in there because
They're working.
man, we seen the love is dope. They were up there and they were selling. Merchandise was flying.
Listen, it was going. It was going, man.
So I'm
Shout out to
telling you,
Love is Dope.
yeah, man, and VV killed it, man. That's my dude. That on 3, whatever song he got, that one, I don't know, that beat. And I looked over there, everybody was just dancing and grooving. I was like, okay, I see it's active in here.
Man.
So man, it was cool. Next time we have something, y'all better come.
Listen,
Hey, keep acting up.
stop making excuses.
Yeah.
Get your
Oh,
butt
you better
out
have
there.
a Saturday, man. Come on, Sunday. We're out, man. 5 to 8.
Couple hours, man, out your
come
day.
on.
Come out, man. Have a good time, man. Still got enough time to go home and get ready for the week. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff.
And you get to see Toon with the tongue out because he was getting.
You already
Come
know.
I
You
ain't
know what I'm
mad at
saying?
you.
Listen,
I see you.
you know I'm gonna have a good time wherever I go. I'm
Hey.
gonna have me a good time, man.
So it was cool. Real quickly, let me introduce. Do I need to introduce?
You know what it is.
Okay.
You know what
No,
it is.
I don't have to
It's
say
your
the
boy.
name.
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
have to
talking
say the name.
about? It's your
Okay.
boy.
And then we got the producer extraordinaire in the background doing what he always do. You know who that is. It's Nick Jones. And then we got our other tag team partner, kind of. He's coming in and all over, and he's feeling good. That's the voice.
Yo, what's good? How y'all doing?
Yeah, the voice was out here playing darts while the females are dancing. But all right, we're gonna leave that all alone.
Look, I was able to view all of my surroundings. Being a military person that I am.
Hey.
I was observing all my
Come on.
surroundings.
Come on.
I was appreciating and enjoying that. I was
There-
ready to.
There you
hop
go.
all the way
You know what I'm saying?
in.
It's
Just-
all right.
Can I dip a toe real quick? Come on, now.
Man, and I actually it was a crazy weekend. I went to go see my guy Teddy Swims. If you guys ain't hip about this dude, R&B kind of soulful dude. It don't even look like he was singing R&B, but he killed it. I went to his little concert. It was active too.
It was active.
Yeah, it was active.
That is
It was
Man,
yeah.
Listen, it was a weekend.
It was a
whole
weekend.
man.
And this is what it's about. Shopkulture. We got a few more events coming up. Got some hiking. If y'all want to join us, I got putting together a hiking group. We're going on this Sunday. We're going up and doing a little quick hike at Poo Poo Point. So all y'all down for that? Come holler, come see us. And then we got some other stuff coming at the end of the month. And then we're gonna have to do another meet and greet. We're gonna have to maybe do a little sooner because I was feeling that.
Yeah, that was just. Man,
I did drink a little too, because I was, when you
I-
start seeing all these teeth and everything, bro, I'm like, damn, whoo, I was.
I had me a good time. That's all I'm gonna keep saying. I had me a good time.
I did too, man. That was, oof. Damn. Okay. Shop Culture, we are here. We want to thank you guys for tuning in, and we got a lot going on. We got the Supreme Show on Monday, and I'm trying to, we're talking among ourselves. Maybe we should move the show to Wednesdays. Are we still kind of thinking about that?
I think we're still talking about
Yeah,
that.
we still, man. Won't you guys talk to us and let us know your thoughts? If you guys still like the Tuesday's time slot or the Wednesday, I think we can be kind of flexible with it. Yeah. So, I see you guys. You guys are tuning in today. I see you. Yes. Yeah, we here. So this is Shop Culture. This is where it's at, and we're coming. And man, we got a good show. We had Shop Culture, the group be popping, bro. What? I leave. I come in. I see it was a particular post that had like 180 comments. Did you see the post?
Bro, listen.
The
whole weekend was cracking the food, man. I had to take me a break. I had family events and coaching and all that, man. But
you had serious events. So
man,
let's not. You know what I'm saying? You had some serious stuff, and so yeah, we understand.
But you know what though? I'm blessed, man, to be able to still do everything I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like to go lay my brother to rest, and then to come back
the same day, didn't you?
To come same day, same hour. As soon as the funeral was over, 1 o'clock, the funeral was over, bro. I literally ran to the car.
This dude was calling me up talking about, what are you talking about, posting or something? I'm like, bro, you don't have to worry about.
I was like, bro, I got it. I handle it. Don't worry about it.
No, don't post. Take care of your damn thing, bro.
Man, you know me, man.
I got you. Yeah,
man. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So, man,
not that shop. You're all right, bro.
Man, but it was a beautiful service, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to send my brother home, with some class and some dignity, man. And then to come back and to watch my boys win another tournament championship, you know what I'm saying? My young guys, man, they went 3-0 without me, but you know what I'm saying? Without their D coordinator, without their guy, they went 3-0 and then got there and then went another 2-0 to win the rest of the tournament. You know what I'm saying? My son, boy, listen, that boy again went, bro, 5 picks on the day.
He's doing his
6
thing,
games, had 5 picks.
He's doing his thing.
You know what I'm saying? Won tournament MVP and never played an offensive snap.
Wow.
That boy he's doing his thing, man.
You know how hard that is to win an MVP on the defensive side?
And never touch the offensive side of the ball.
As dominant as Aaron Donald. Has Aaron Donald even won a
defensive MVP?
But I'm just saying, not an MVP though. That's the difference.
But you know why I like it, bro? Because you know what? Even after the tournament, as well as he did, he came and said, "Dad, what's the record for NFL picks in the season?" I said, "Well, it's 14." He said, "Well, I'm at 9 now. I'm gonna crush that. I got 3 tournaments. I'm gonna crush that." I said, "Well, let's go get this work. Let's go get this work.
You better start.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Listen, man.
I see him. I like that.
Hungry, man.
I love when cats are hungry. We're working on that with Lil B. We got to get the little hungry. We got to get the little.
It's coming.
I got to push him to get a little. Yeah, I know.
I talked to that.
I know.
Lil B is. Listen, it's coming. It's not outward yet, but listen, the hunger, it's in that belly. Trust me when I tell you, my nephew is gonna be a dog.
I want that dog.
He's gonna be the pit off the leash. I promise. I'm working with that boy. Listen, he's gonna be a pit.
Give it to me.
Off the leash.
I promise you that. Shoot. Give it to me. Okay. Guys, let's get on to it. We got a good show. We got a lot to discuss real quickly. Make sure you guys see us, say hello. Man, tell us, man. Say, hey, how you doing? How you living?
Y'all forgive me if y'all see this towel a lot. I am having a horrible allergy attack today. I woke up, man, and I sound like this, and I am getting beat up. So please forgive me when you see the towel. I'm just trying to keep my face clean and keep my nose clean,
That's what happened when we just got a lot moving, man.
Yeah.
So this is what happens. Producer, give us the first one.
All right, so here's your opener.
Oh.
This was a post that Doc put up today, and it went up.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yeah, it did.
I mean, on average, most men who are in corporate America or high-value men don't find this attractive. This is a fun girl. Thoughts?
I don't.
What?
It's so weird for me, myself. Is it depending on what a lady wears in terms of placing this value on a lady or somebody that I'm kicking with my lady at that time. I don't know what looking at that picture, what's wrong with it? It doesn't look like she's coming from the boardwalk unless you're talking about does she wear that all the time? Even she did wear that all the time. I don't know. I just
Here's
I don't need to be past that part of it.
Here's my problem. We know nothing about the woman herself.
Yeah, but
right?
Is that
we know
just the example?
nothing about the first. Well, even as an example, I understand the connotation. The ratchet. The connotation behind.
You can't say that.
But you can't. But that's what I'm saying. You can't say that about that person.
Yeah.
Because listen. If she's in Miami, that's an everyday outfit. Or if she's in LA, that's an
LA.
everyday
Isn't
outfit,
that LA?
right? If you know what I'm saying. So I'm not sure that the outfit,
justifies the judgment being placed on it, or is it the tattoos?
Hey, listen, she might be a business owner. She might own 2 salons.
She look like she does. Or nail salon, or whatever the case might be.
Shit, she might be she might be a certified nurse. We don't know what she's doing. We don't know nothing about this person.
Or she could even
beyond
be a stripper, but she's handling her business as that. So we got to get out of the idea of judging somebody else because of what they choose their attire or choose to wear. I think we need to evolve as people, as men, as women. So I was, when I look at that, I didn't agree with that statement.
No, I thought it was a little off. Just because simply, again, like I understand, when we're talking about the different types of women, but just using a picture based upon what she's wearing, you know what I'm saying, means nothing. Again, she could be on vacation with her homegirls. She could be out on vacation and doing her, right, away from her business, right, away from her life that she has to, keep in a certain box or whatever. We don't know nothing about this person except the fact that, to me, she was dressed kind of. I thought it was a nice little outfit. She looked kind of good. She kind of thick. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, and let's say that, take over what you said and throw that out and say that she was in corporate America. Would that be an issue in corporate America?
As long as she don't show up to a corporate meeting like that.
Yeah. So outside of corporate, would I care whether or not that she had that attire on? Outside of that, no. Why would I care about that? As long as me and her, as long as I like it, that's my life.
Listen.
And she looked
good to me. Goddamn it.
She looks good to herself.
She was looking good, boy.
Listen,
she was thick.
Yeah, and she feels comfortable with it.
Rock it. Look, if you look good, you know what I'm saying, to make you feel good, do your thing.
A lot of times I was reading something that was very interesting. They were getting after a lot of black men and black women for having dreadlocks in corporate America. And I found that. So are we going to continue that of judging from what we hear from corporate America? And we're going to take that to, our livelihoods and saying that you can't wear or dress a certain way? I just find that.
I feel like we try to put people in boxes.
Let's stop doing it.
To fit what
our narrative is.
There you go.
Yes. And no, if it looks nice, and to me, that's not trashy.
Listen, I work in corporate America. Okay? And I work in corporate America every day.
As long and you do your job.
And I do my job well.
And I think that's what they care about. That's what they care about. Your production is where it needs to be.
Listen, that's how I walked in my office today. And I work in corporate America with doctors, okay, and psychiatrists and clinicians and case managers. I walked in my office today with a big Central District hoodie on and some black sweats and some Jordans. Okay? Again, my work is not based upon what I wear to work. My work is based upon the work I do. Right? Now, again, I'm not going to dress like this every day. I'm not going to show up to a corporate meeting dressed down like this. But again, I'm not going to judge somebody else based upon a small sample, not even a small sample, a minuscule sample of their life. We got a picture, right? Again, let's take it to the real, right? Let's take it to life. If I met Twan and you know what I'm saying, or if Twan was a woman and he was dressed down, whatever, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you get to acting ratchet, then okay, we can judge you off how you're acting, right? But I can't judge you off what you're wearing.
No,
again, I don't know the scenario based around why. And I'm not. Who am I to judge?
And it should be dictated on how you acted. It shouldn't be on what you dress like. But that goes into another question though. Should companies have dress codes?
They do. Most do.
Yeah. Do we have a problem?
Have dress codes.
And so, do we have a problem with dress codes?
No, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
If I own this company, It is my job to set the standard for what I want this company to be and be portrayed as.
Okay.
Right? So if I set the standard based upon how I want my company to be viewed, then that's just what it is. Now, what you do outside when you go home, right? When you walk out the office, you got nothing to do with that. But when we're at work, and if your company wants to set a standard, then that's just what it is. If you don't like it, it is your right and choice to go find another one, right? I'm pretty sure that they're not going to be the only company in the industry, right? So that gives you all freedom and all autonomy to get your butt up, walk out the door, and go find you something that fits your lifestyle or your clothing style, if that's what you want to do. But if you want this job with this company, with this dress code, you're going to follow the rules.
And I think when you question or you make a statement like that, that makes sense. Because I think a company has to have a dress code. I agree with that.
Certain companies, yeah, depending on what you're doing.
But it depends on what the company is.
Right, of course.
And to me, it does depend on the guidelines. But does that even extend to the hair? Does that extend to the hair? Should a company says you shouldn't have your hair a certain length or your hair?
Companies like Le Schwab that
they have it where you have to have. Yeah,
you can't have facial hair.
Yep.
There's restaurants that you work in that you cannot have facial hair.
Well, and that is for standard for
certain
company practices.
Certain sectors and varying businesses, yes, they have strict codes of conduct as it relates to
presentation. I
right.
think presentation.
Normally, the hair is based around safety. Normally, when you go to companies, they base their hair policies around safety. You know what I'm saying? Like as Nick was saying with the restaurants, you know what I'm saying? You can't have a lot of facial hair. And I even know some restaurants because I've worked in the restaurant industry where if you have facial hair in the back, you have to put a whole facial net on your face because we're not going to have your facial hair falling off in the food. So I understand that, right? If you work in a machinist shop, you can't have hair past your shoulders that's not tied up. Because again, I don't want you to turn around and that hair get caught in a machine and yank your head off.
Oh, now that hair sheds, all types of different things.
So,
but there are certain industries that it doesn't. I mean,
it's not about safety.
Yeah, right? Pilots used to have short hair crops.
Navy, in the military.
So there are certain avenues.
Man,
but I think we can agree.
Listen, that first day of boot camp was horrible, boy.
Yeah, they put you.
My God! Listen, they used the air clippers, bro, and they just yep. Man, listen, and my dumb ass showed up in there with I had just took my braids out. So my dumb ass, listen,
the fro, bro.
Bro, listen, I got cussed out for 4 hours for even showing up like that. Why? I'm talking about, man, listen, bro, I think that was the worst cuss out I got the whole time I was in boot camp. You know what I'm saying? I've been boot camp for 2 months. But you know what though?
Got in there,
my pops tried, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen, I was a young 18-year-old, and I knew I was leaving for 2 months. You know what? I was on that last day. I'm making some stops. God damn it, I got to make some stops. Okay, I'm not going to a 2 month boot camp with nothing, and I'm not going wet. I got to go get wet, man.
2 months being like Lil B.
Yeah, listen, I was running behind him, boy. I was running straight behind him. Now I ain't gonna lie.
Real quick, Nick, what's your opinion on that particular?
That's a pretty standard look as it relates to being down south. You go down south, you're gonna see that everywhere.
Come on, talk to him, Nick.
Dallas, Houston, Memphis. Atlanta,
I like to see it too.
That is
Florida, Virginia,
right?
Maryland. We can take it all.
Right.
And look, pretty much from LA down and over.
But real quickly, did you guys understand the premise of what the post and meme was saying?
So can I read what I actually said?
Yeah. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
Tell me what you got to say.
So this is my comment. Doc, that's just it. This chick in whom you used as an overall example kind of pokes holes in the post you made about women who dress in the way you described. I'll just go on and say that more than likely she doesn't have a hard time attracting men. I know you're speaking of a particular type of man in which probably wouldn't even bother with her giving her appearance, right? That happens. However, that could be the very same dude that she too holds no interest in either. All I'm saying is somebody is gonna like it. And it's not always, a hood nigga or anything like that ain't got no home training or whatever, because I think that's what I took from the post.
Yeah.
What he was,
a little bit. Yeah.
Right?
Judgmental is what you're saying.
So with that being said, like I rock with her. You know what I'm saying? If my girl decided to turn around and do something like that with her style, I wouldn't trip off that. That's her style.
Yeah, I would like to talk with Doc. to see if he was talking about on a daily or.
But again, I think it has to go into more how she carries herself.
That's what we always.
I think what he was saying was the appearance alone. If this is what you're gonna dress like, ladies. Tattoos, colorful hair, customized, fingernails to the nines.
What's wrong?
You're not gonna attract a high value man.
But you know what's crazy?
No, that's not true.
With that.
That's not true. We see men going out with IG models all the time. That they're saying, bro. So that doesn't.
But here's my thing though, right? What does a woman wanting herself to look good in her eyes, right? It's not about what we want.
Yeah, we want.
If she wants to dress like that, and that makes her feel good.
Good for her.
Who are we to say a fucking word?
Yeah, and who am I to judge anybody on?
I'm not
what they want.
Nobody and whatever it is they decide to do.
Listen, you gonna rock what you rock, wear what you wear. And all I can do is say, okay, cool. Listen, if it ain't my cup of tea, it ain't my cup of tea.
And I don't have to kick it with her, and she don't have to kick it with me.
But listen, that don't mean if I got a partner that might like it, I might not. I'm still gonna say, handle that.
Yeah,
that ain't me.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
You. That ain't my style. You know what I'm saying? Now, like Nick said, she was bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I rock with her. You know what I'm saying? Because again, as far as I know, I believe that woman is worth millions of dollars.
I think I think it was just an example. Yeah, I think it was just that he was trying to use the example of somebody.
But even in that example, I think that was pretty.
It's flawed example. You thought
it wasn't a good example.
Nah,
I said, you got guys that are wealthy, have resources, rich, whatever have you, that would definitely, go
wipe her up.
Wipe her up.
Yeah.
Whatever
the case might be.
They'll entertain her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, she gonna find somebody. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna always be just the cornball. It ain't gonna be that.
And I just think us as men, we got to be very careful of trying to dictate terms on how a woman should act.
I think we've done that for centuries,
and we got to no. Let's stop doing that.
And I think we've kind of reached the point where women are now done with that. You know what I'm saying?
They should be. They should be.
Why is it that we as men?
It's one. You gotta say you're one boy.
Why is it that we as men keep putting this idea out of what women should do and shouldn't do?
I hate that.
Considering that we have never been women, and we will be pissed off if they told us as men.
We do get pissed. We do get pissed off.
So why are we doing that in return? That's
I agree.
Bullshit.
I agree, fam.
I think it's strange that men worry about what the hell women are doing.
Period.
That's weird for me.
Worry about your chick. If it ain't, listen, and you know what gets me?
Or call them hoes. That's what gets me about it when they try to label it.
Hold on, they be the first. I'm gonna hit y'all one.
Yeah.
You know when they really call them hoes? After the hoe get done with them.
Yeah, the rejection.
You know what I'm saying? Normally it's but listen, you'll call them a hoe, but if she threw that ass at you,
you'll come get it.
You was coming to get it.
Hey.
So what you mad for?
Come on. Oh yeah, come on and just come get it. Come get it.
No,
oh, you're a hoe though.
No,
you didn't give it. You didn't like me.
Look, you be trying to holler at them at the club. Have you ever heard dude be like, hey, let me holler at you? No, thank you. Oh,
fucking bitch.
Yeah.
What did I just say last week, dog?
But we talked about that. It's the corniest thing when we see that.
Bro,
but as men,
here's my thing.
But as men, we got to call that out.
But here's my thing though. Yeah. And that's why we had that topic last week on it.
Hey, but you said
my thing though, right? Is first off, let's just get down to it. If you've never been a man and you've never dealt with man stuff, don't tell me how to be one. If you've never been a woman and you've never dealt with the woman side of it, stop telling them how to live. Now, if you want to say, before you go any further, say that again because we always get the women. Us men do not be calling out other men. Will you say that again? As a matter of fact, we said there was.
Keep saying it after you said it.
Yeah, after you said
it. But I'm gonna do it again because there was a post actually in the group. I'm not gonna call it away. There was a post in the group that said, why is it that in the group there's always men trying to tell women how to live? I see it both ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Listen, I don't care. Listen, stop telling folks how to live their own goddamn life unless you walking in their J's.
Period.
If you ain't walking in their moccasins, you ain't walking in their slides, you ain't walking in their tennis shoes. Stop telling somebody how to live their life and what they should do based upon your standards, based upon what you think is right and what you feel that somebody else should do. Go tell your woman how to dress. Go tell your nigga how to dress and how to act. Other than that, shut up.
And stop complaining about it and don't come complaining to the men. What? What? We're too old. We're too old.
We're too old. Telling y'all the same thing that I've been telling you since we started this group. So crying about where are the administrators and moderators and whoever else, that is not gonna serve you. It damn sure ain't gonna serve me.
Cause I ain't checking
You
for
either
you.
rocking with the content, if it don't apply, let it fly, or like I always say, bounce. But either way, we gonna keep this thing going. People gonna talk, they talk, and that's just what it is.
But I get so tired of this notion that people trying to tell people how to live and how to jam and how to
Just what to
live.
do all
and,
together.
Like,
and
man,
I got too much other stuff. Everybody in here, yes, yeah.
How they live their life and how they conduct themselves until it is encroaching and impeding on your progress and in your lane. Shut the fuck up.
Here's my thing: is when did we all become life coaches?
Man,
With no degrees.
The internet.
With no degrees.
barely living life our damn self.
When did we all become life coaches?
The same day everybody became tough guys and tough gals or whatever. They quick to
It's
say some
crazy.
shit that they wouldn't otherwise.
That they wouldn't say nothing in your fucking mouth. Right. Come on, man.
But,
Like y'all
but I'm gonna
kill
go
me
a
with
step-
that, bro.
but
Y'all
that-
kill me with that,
But
dog.
that crying and moaning, and these are men too. They be crying. I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you crying about?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you see it. I ain't gonna
See,
say
yeah,
it.
it's all
No, I just
Stop.
cleared a notification.
Stop.
Yeah, listen,
Stop.
chill. Just chill,
Guys,
bro. Listen,
we
we
need
can
each
give
other.
all the advice
We
we
need-
want, right? We can give all the advice we want. That's all well and good, right? But when you start telling folks this ain't, this is what it's gonna be,
Yeah.
you dead wrong, bro.
Slow your roll,
Slow down, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think not one life degrees. Who in here got one? I don't even. I don't think none of us.
unless
listen.
Trent Shelton pulling up, shut up.
Yeah. So listen, man.
And I don't even listen to him all the time.
No.
Hell no.
So
You shouldn't. This is what we live. We all are basing it on our life and our opinions, and that's what this is, and that's what this whole platform is about. Enhancing, not all this crying and moaning and telling this how to live and look and she a hoe, not a hoe, he a hoe, not a hoe, he a hoe on
Because I'm
Saturday,
not gonna lie, listen,
but wasn't a hoe on
because I
Monday.
work in corporate America, and if old girl from the picture would have showed up twerking, I'm definitely wiping her. Cause I like me some cheeks, goddamn it.
Hey, we know, we seen those.
Yeah.
we seen those.
I am going to discriminate. I didn't like her outfit. I don't know who she is, but
I'll chop it up with her in the break room.
You didn't like that outfit?
I
What was
like
wrong
the
with the fit?
like the colors was real. Just
It was bright. It was
not my
bright.
thing.
It was bright.
No, I would like to sit down and have a
That
conversation.
is
But the outfit was my thing.
Okay, that's fair.
But the outfit don't make the
Not,
person.
not judging you, but the
Oh.
outfit. Oh, I'm talking about that. For sure.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
Just like
I was
Ross
feeling that
Perry
joint. She had the
and
low
Stevie
rise joint on with the thong showing out the side. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
I wasn't gonna say nothing about these jeans today. So Todd, I wasn't gonna go there.
Oh no! No!
You see,
No!
you see these jeans.
No!
You see the jeans too.
No!
Tuan
Why you gotta do my man like
because
that?
he came in here like that. Nobody told him to wear those.
I was doing a photo shoot.
Oh, you keep on
Dude.
saying that.
I ain't messing with you today, dog. I'm gonna leave you alone today.
I was trying to.
I ain't got nothing for you today, bro.
Can we just? I'm not gonna even have the camera turn. We're gonna
Yeah,
move on.
yeah.
All right, guys, let's
Hey,
go on.
you wrong,
I don't
bro.
even know.
Why you going? You wrong, dog.
Not wrong.
Listen,
I didn't tell him
that man said his ass sitting where me.
Look,
I'm gonna leave you alone, boy. I'm gonna leave you alone, bro.
and with the ashy ankles, so you know.
No. You're not gonna make my ashy ankles the issue with this. You the one that had to pull your pants leg all the way down. Don't play with it.
What's how you supposed to
All the
wear
way
it?
with the cocoa butter in the back. Stop.
Listen, but I'm saying this, but it ain't supposed to sit up here, T.
Those are called capris.
Ooh! Oh my God!
I would just stop. We gotta go to the next.
Listen, love is dope, man.
You see,
Love is
wait, hold
dope.
on. You see how we do it? We can joke. Ain't nobody get mad.
Oh, dead.
Yeah.
Oh, dead.
Oh, Stoney said, "Is there a flood in the shop?"
Listen, hey, it must be raining.
It
I'm gonna
must
put my
be.
hood on.
Shopkulture. All right, we gotta keep it going. I'm sorry, guys. This is what we do, though. You know,
Oh, I'm dead.
we had a good weekend.
Okay.
Hey, I like that one. Somebody said the initials of a crush. That got active too.
Man, listen. Listen.
Oh, wait, taunting issue?
No, man, I didn't pay attention to it because I realized it this way. Why the hell am I going to put my crush's initials up on Shopkulture just so that the Shopkulture page, from what we've seen over the last couple of weeks, ain't going to do nothing but talk shit in your direction?
Okay,
Facts.
but Okay.
So
You don't need to know business.
I guess it's the perfect segue. Do women just need to deal with men cheating?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Okay.
Listen, when I seen this one, bro, I was blown back.
Oh, wait, let me see this.
I just post what I'm told.
Yeah. Because no, it was a whole big conversation.
I'm already doing, bro.
It was a big
I'm already
conversation.
doing, dog.
What?
I'm already
Say that
doing.
again?
Do women just need to deal with men cheating?
One of our Tasha actually had an interesting thing because she was talking about, and Tasha, correct me if I'm saying it wrong, but she said she went into a barber shop and I guess the OG barber just said, "Hey, women got to deal with men cheating." That's it.
It is what it is.
But I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Old school cats
That's basically, yeah, that's what
have said that hey, that's something that woman has to deal with.
It's a way of life.
It's a way of life. Either deal with it, and I've heard that many times.
I mean, I've heard it.
Yeah,
I've heard it, but
and it's just amazing to me that is that the same in typical mindset that we even in today's time is out there.
This is why women think the bar for men is in hell.
Especially when we say it.
This is exactly why they think the bar for us as men in general are in hell.
Well, when you
like that, they be old heads talking like that.
Hey, and that's why they think low of us, because it be the old niggas that we supposed to be listening to that say some old ignorant ass shit like that, man.
I can't even say nothing, guys.
Listen, that is some ignorant shit, dog. Listen. We all know Ant's poly, straight up. I'm poly. I am into.
Yes.
I don't do monogamous dating.
Yeah. But you say that up front.
But hold on. But check me out.
Okay.
But this is something that I have to give out every time that I meet somebody new.
Okay.
Even in being poly, does not give you a license to be a free penis and just be slinging that shit in the street. You know what I'm saying? And doing whatever you want to do. That is the most ignorant, asinine thing you can say. Because if we say that they're supposed to be equal to us, right? Mm-hmm. So can your broad go cheat on you? And you're good? What are we talking about? We just supposed to, what?
Men plus ego will not allow that.
Yeah.
Never.
Never. Let's ask
Nick, we'd be in there. Nick, we'd be here ripping our locks out.
Well,
bro, what?
Wait,
no.
let's answer this real quick. All of us old heads don't think like that. You're right. And we're just saying.
I'm not saying all old heads.
We're not saying
but
that.
That's where I've mainly heard it from guys that are older than me.
And I'm saying that as somebody who's, grew up in the barbershop. I've heard that a lot from the cats, 50, well, I'll say 60 and over especially, but hey, that's the way of life. And it shouldn't be the way of life. We need to make some change because they are instilling those type of comments to younger generation. Like, it's cool to be a player, it's cool to do that, no, we got to kind of change.
Continuing the chaotic
mentality,
chamber cycle.
Yeah, got to change that.
Listen, man, like, at what point do we have to start being responsible? Right?
Yeah.
Listen. If you're in your job, if your job requires a commitment or a contract, you sign that. You don't go dip out, right?
Yes.
Right? And there are laws against going into competitor companies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then why do we want people to accept non-commitment in our social lives? If we have to commit to every other thing in our lives, why would we sit back and say, oh, well, I'm committed to my job, I'm committed to my kids, I'm committed to my family, but I'm not committed to you, so you're going to accept what I do, what I want to do.
Because I can't control myself.
And that's really what it is, because you can't control it. Well, you can, but you choose not to.
That's
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. Ultimately.
We got to get a little commercial. One of them.
You want me to run them?
Yeah. Right. Real quickly, y'all. We want to thank the sponsors tuning in, Shopkulture, and we got to give some airtime.
Quick love to the sponsors.
Starting now, this is Will again. The LOB store, the Legion of Barbers, the barbershop. Y'all need your accessories and whatnot, equipment, anything to make it pop in the barbershop as it relates to getting everybody on point with the haircut and whatnot. Hit up Will over at the LOB store, 709 South 19th Street in Orange, Washington. 659-221-58, clippers, trimmers, sheen, strips, capes, oils, all that. Check them out.
Yeah, I will shout out to Will because man, he had at the barber battle. If you guys weren't there, but it was just really nice to see all the black owned businesses lined up and just looking just so prestige. I was like, damn. Did you see Nick when you were there? You seen the setup over in the room of businesses? So shout out to him. His setup was legit. So yeah, Will.
It's almost like he brought the whole.
He brought a warehouse. And the prices were, man, people were loving the prices. So it was great to see that, man. Shout out to Will, man.
All right, let me run the abundance of hope on it.
Yes.
All right, so that was Abundance of Hope. And just to give y'all some info on their background and what they do, their mission is to provide equitable, culturally responsive, holistic, and person-centered homelessness prevention services to our most at-risk youth, ages 12 to 16.
That's dope, man.
AbundanceofHope.org. AbundanceofHopeCenter.org.
Yep.
Are you gonna be able to put that post up so the information underneath?
Yeah, I can put that up there.
Yeah,
I'll
you
put
do
it up
that.
in the group. Yeah.
That's dope, man. And thank you for sponsoring Shopkulture. So we have a few more sponsors coming in. And guys, I'm gonna say this, and I want to encourage people. When we ask for donations, we ain't asking for no $5 or $10. We don't do $1. But what we hope to do is, once we get going on ours, then we can bless another business within the group, and all of us put $1 toward that group, and then all of a sudden that group reinvest in each other. So let's just kind of think about that.
Right.
So I encourage everybody to think about that. Nobody's trying to get rich here. We ain't, trust me, we're not quitting our day jobs. It's always going here. This is a platform that we want to help grow, and we need your support, and we encourage you to support us.
It heightens the production value.
Absolutely.
With the meet and greets, merch.
Yep.
It allows for more elbow room for us to put in work for the platform and in turn put in work for y'all.
Yeah, and the meet and greet, like I said, that comes out of us. We do that. We didn't ask for nothing. We just did that. So.
Right. So, all right. So next topic. I'm just getting through these.
Can I ask a quick question? I wanted to ask Tim. No, I'll ask you. So my son is 14, and he's growing.
Yes. Even junior, same age.
Even junior, same age. Have you had the sex talk? Because now I'll find it now. Because I was like, I want to wait a little longer, and I don't know if I'm trying to keep that innocence or what I think is it. I don't know. I'm lying to myself. I know I'm lying to myself. But I seen a picture and I'm sitting here like, now see, and I know every kid is different. Is there a particular age do you think that you should have that discussion, or do you think it's individual based?
Individually based.
Yeah.
And I say that to say because so when I talk to my son, right, versus some of the dads and parents that I talk to and the other kids that I coach that are on his team, right, and I'm speaking to just the freshmen. There's already a couple of them in there that are fully immersed, condoms and everything, right? Like
That's being on, yeah.
They're in the door. They're getting them draws.
Yeah.
Right now, am I okay with this? Listen, I mean, I was a young guy that had sex at a young age, and I realized what it did to my life. Right. So I'm not okay with my son having
same
sex,
thing with me.
Right.
Yep.
But I can't stop him either. Right. That's one thing that we have to know as parents and as fathers. We can't stop him. But I believe that once he begins to start showing interest in women or young ladies, that's when you have to sit him down, right? Because at that point, it's going to progress faster than what we can control, right? Because again, once they enter high school, you know that they spend 3/4 of their time away from you, right? So that quarter of the time that we get is so small and minute that they could have done. It's got to be productive. But what I'm saying is we know that in those other 3/4 of the day, they could have done anything, right? In this, we know, right? It is what it is. So I believe that once a child starts showing interest, right, I'm not going to say the opposite sex because obviously, you know, you can, whatever's your preference. Once you start showing interest sexually, right, then I believe that it's imperative that you have that conversation. Because at that point, you know what I'm saying? Like I was talking to a parent of mine and they said they had that conversation, right? And then it happened. And they didn't know for a period of time afterwards, right? And so my biggest fear is that if I wait too long, it's gonna happen, and then he's gonna be unprepared. And once he gets it, right? Think about that. Once he gets that goodness,
stop tune. No, God.
The brain is going to get to spinning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got to kind of curtail that before he gets. Like, think about that, right? Before you give the kid the candy, you go, hey, listen, you're only getting this one piece. You understand me? But you know what I'm saying? If you let him just go in the candy drawer and get that one piece of candy, oh nigga, this is good.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm about to go get me some more of these.
I want to address Leticia.
You know?
I know the school does, but it's different when it's coming from your parents. School.
I think the school gives you a very, very generalized. Hey, this is the health. This is, you know, how. But I believe that as men, right, when dealing with young men, especially like when I know from my experience, once I dove in,
it's done.
I was head over heels, right? And I messed up a lot of good things chasing behind women.
Yes.
Right, when I was at a younger age, you know, because I didn't understand how much time you'll spend as a young man
too much
chasing women versus getting done what you need to get done. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not coming from a place of love and care, because it's not just sex you're talking about. It's the responsibility aspect of it. And it all pertains to caring about your partner, caring about, you know, your actions also. So there is more to it than just
right, than just getting the health kind of, you know, the health connotations behind sex. You know what I'm saying? Because the school is not required to teach him how to treat a young lady. The school is not required to teach him, hey,
discipline or you know, hey, this is. So yeah, and then another thing is, I always worry. I don't want my son to think that I'm giving him permission, because we're having this open dialogue and, you know, very open and very candid about certain things that I'm saying, hey, son, don't go ahead and do. No, I'm not.
I'm not telling you to go, but I'm telling you what's coming.
What's coming?
I want you to be aware of what's coming, so that way you're not starry-eyed, right?
Yes.
The first time. Because think about it. A lot of us men get caught up after our first time getting a little bit raw, you know, without being too raunchy. You know, a lot of us got caught up, and then we will spend the next couple of years circling the drain, just chasing women instead of getting our schoolwork done, instead of getting your scholarships done, instead of getting your work, you know, your athletic work done, whatever it is that your focus is in. I've seen it in my own life, and I've seen it in a lot of the youth that I work with, that, you know, they get caught up behind these young girls or young men. I'm not going to put it on the ladies. They get caught up, and, you know, next thing you know, it's a spiraling, you know what I'm saying?
Great point, Stoney. Real quickly, Stoney said, school teaches the mechanics of sex. Family should teach the responsibilities
I like that.
of it all. And that's a great point, Stoney. Great point. And what you're saying is absolutely correct. And it's just a part of
Katrina, and you know Jay's my dude. So I'll call him tomorrow. Don't even trip. I'll be on your line tomorrow. Don't trip.
But I think that's awesome that she is seeking, because that's another thing. Sometimes as parents, hey, we might need somebody else to help.
I know I've done it with my daughter. I'll be like, hey, I'm lost. I don't know how to deal with this.
Does it make you feel any type of way?
No, you know what?
That's good.
That was my initial thought. Mm-hmm. Like when it happened, well, you know, I'm not even gonna put my daughter. She's grown now, so I'm not gonna put her out there. And she watches the show a little bit. Right? She's 18. Okay. She's 18.
Yeah.
So But there's also certain episodes I tell you, don't watch that episode.
Don't watch that episode.
Don't you watch that? You can watch that one, but don't watch that one.
Yeah.
Okay? Because daddy get too ignorant.
Yeah.
But you know, there were things that happened in, you know, as during her growth, and she's still growing. And I had to immediately, hey, I don't know nothing about this. Help me. Help me. Because I can't help her if you can't help me. So I had to put my ego never even came into question, because when it comes to my kids, I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that they have whatever they need.
And that's an important trait.
Not what they want, but what they need.
I struggle with, I think I know it all. I don't. obviously, like that's why I'm coming on here, even talk about something that's personal as that, because I'm like, damn, do I really want to, I'm like, my son is growing. I want to miss this part because that's the introduction to manhood.
Man.
So, shout out Dave. What's up, Dave?
D,
Big
my
D
guy.
was kicking
Listen,
it.
he was kicking it too. I know D had a good time too, man. He
I
was
love
having a
it,
good
man.
time too. Well, that's
Man,
my
you
guy,
know
man.
what
Me
we
and
do.
D, we always have a good laugh when we together, man.
Dave is part of the circle, guys. Make sure you tune and catch that. So, anyways, I want to thank you, for chiming in about that. So I did have questions about it, and we got one more topic.
Right.
Let's roll it.
All right. So is cheating the number one reason why couples break up? Is cheating the number one reason?
Yes,
why couples
absolutely.
fall
I
apart?
think so.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just want to.
No,
I think so.
do you?
Yes. What do you think?
I want to hear what you think first.
I think cheating is because once cheating takes place, trust is gone for most people now. And when you don't have trust, you really don't have a relationship. And so,
Are we talking physical cheating or are we talking mentally cheating?
cheating, whatever that you're hiding from your partner. So that could be physical, the mental aspect of it, or any type of thing that you're actually hiding from your partner is considered, to me, it's considered cheating. So.
Is that the number one reason?
The number one reason, yes.
I don't know if it's the number one.
Okay, well, what do you think is the number one reason?
Miscommunication.
Okay.
Miscommunication. Right?
Oh,
because,
perfect.
and so, I'll preface it. I'll say, because if we communicated that there was some issues, right? Normally, when people cheat, they try to communicate, right, what they're missing to their significant other, right? And a lot of times, like you said, sometimes we feel, I'm not going to say you, we feel, men or women, we feel like we know it all, or we have the book on.
That's dating. A really great point, though. I had to start. That was a great point. Because, yes, it's happened before. Yeah, the miscommunication. Yeah, right. I mean.
So then once the miscommunication happens, so then once I start to feel like, well, you're not hearing me or you're not listening to me, so then I start to feel like, well, maybe this ain't the situation. So then I start second guessing. So then I start looking for outside sources to make me feel whole or to make me feel like worthy. You know what I'm saying? So then the cheating comes. But the cheating was a collective of, you know what I'm saying? Could be a collective of not feeling worthy or not feeling like wanted. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Okay, so you made a good point, actually. So miscommunication for you.
Yes, sir.
I think cheating is all aspects of it. What do you think, Twan, the voice?
I do not. I have no idea, honestly.
You got to come up with one.
Both of those seem very, very valid, and seem like they could be, high up there as to why relationships don't work.
Are you running for politics? Because you're a
politician. I mean, trust and communication comes in large. I mean, if you miscommunicate in text message, it's easy to tell to do. I said, you have several conversations, and if something if something is not on point with what you were trying to put out there, you may want to get that corrected now. And luckily, with my communications and people that I talk to, if something is almost misunderstood, we try to get that fixed right there.
But see, that's one of the reasons I hate having important conversations. Text.
You can't have that.
Text me.
Yes.
Important conversation. If you text me and say I want to talk to you, we're going to talk. We're not going to text because, again, context. Right?
No, absolutely. And you can take the time, because people always say I'm too busy. No, you can take the time to have a voice conversation when it's very important to have. Okay. And don't look at me once. You call me and I was asleep.
I called you back.
No, I called you 3 and you called me 4 hours later. But
Jody says on Instagram, I think dishonesty is the biggest reason. You can be dishonest in so many ways: physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, etc.
Great. So we got miscommunication, dishonesty, cheating, and politician.
So I pulled up some information from Psychology Today.
Okay.
Here we go.
Number one.
Educated, bro.
Number one, selfishness, narcissism, and unbalanced ties. Number 2, not making the relationship a priority. Number 3, angry outbursts and rage. And 4, the last one, infidelity. I think all of.
So, goddammit, we were at the bottom. What the hell?
all
But they all tie together, though,
but I think,
right?
I think
Yeah.
all of that is cumulative of
Definitely.
what is the overall cause of why people go and cheat.
Right.
I think, yeah.
Right. I think all of those will be the collective of the infidelity.
Infidelity issue. But yeah,
Right. Right. All three of the first three will end up could or will most times end up turning into the infidelity.
Well, and I think what you guys are making some really great points is that it all leads to the finale, which is the cheating part, because the miscommunication, the dishonesty, like Jody was saying, and like you were all tying it in together. So I guess the next question is, man, can we work this out before we get to those points of the finale, which let's just say is cheating?
If somebody is a narcissist, how do you overcome that? Because that was one of the things on the list.
Yeah, narcissist.
Well, see, so the thing about with narcissism, you can't, because narcissism
It's individual.
well, what it is if you look at it at the root core, it's the lack of empathy. Narcissist, it is a mental health disorder.
Yes.
Right. And they are trying to now get it put in the big book of mental health disorders. But the problem with narcissism is if I'm a narcissist, I feel so right about everything that I will not go get studied. So it's hard for us to study true narcissism at its core. But working in the mental health industry, you understand that narcissism is the lack of empathy, right? Because empathy is what tells you you're wrong. Being empathetic is what makes you feel that I've done something wrong to you and I need to make amends, right? But if I'm not empathetic to what you feel or what you're going through and I feel like I'm right, then I will never fix my issue, right?
And I understand that, but what can be done to overcome or to help? Because if you're in a relationship and you're a narcissist, it's not going to work.
So I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, and this is just from the mental health standpoint. Most narcissists, in the end, will end up being alone. That is what the mental health books say, because without empathy, right? Without being empathetic, right? If Twan's going through something today, right, and I don't feel it, I don't know how it feels, and all I can say is, "Oh, you'll be all right?" But I don't feel it internally, then I don't really care, right? It's hard for me to care without feeling it internally and want to help make the changes to do something better. So with narcissists, it's hard to navigate that process, because again, if I always feel I'm right, how can you ever get your point across? How can you ever feel vindicated or that you're worthy or adequate in any argument or situation if I'm always right?
But there's got to be somebody that would want to change that.
But see, here's the problem.
And
you
can't change it.
No. So here's the problem. You can have narcissistic traits.
Okay.
But to suffer from true narcissism is a chemical imbalance in the brain. There is no medicine for it. There is no cure for it. Narcissism is now again, we all
have
narcissistic traits. Yes. We all want to be right. We all want to feel right.
Yes.
Right? The difference is we have empathy. So I can understand, maybe I want to be right, but Twan just made a great point. I'm wrong. Yeah. It is what it is. I have to take that.
Oh, we both can be right too. I mean, it's layers to it.
See?
No, because when we talked about with the cheating part, like we all had bad points.
No, but that's
what came in.
But that's what I'm saying. But with the narcissist part, you can't navigate with somebody that doesn't see their wrong.
So there basically is
nothing you
maybe
can do.
Some fixing.
A true narcissist. We're not talking about somebody that suffers from narcissistic traits. We're talking about somebody that is a true narcissist.
So a definite okay.
So because there is difference. Because again, there is a difference, right? We all have narcissistic traits. We all want to feel right. We all want to feel that we're vindicated and adequate, right? But the empathy in us allows us to take a step back and say, okay, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Twan's right. Maybe Barry's right on this one, and I have to take a step back and accept that, right? But if again, the chemical that creates the empathy in the brain is missing, how can you navigate that process?
But that's what I'm asking, because I think if we're going on just that particular, I mean, almost every damn relationship I've probably been in, and most people have been in, we all thought we were right, men and women. So, I mean, I asked the question. I said, in a relationship, and I've said in general, relationship that you've been in, how many times have that person came to you maybe a couple months later, years later, say, you know what, I was actually wrong about a particular incident or particular argument. That's
I like how you scoffed off top.
eh,
I didn't even think about it. Like
you start laughing like, huh? But that's so interesting, man. We're gonna have to have a topic about that because I think that is something I wanted to really dive into. It. I think from the mental
question.
health part of it.
Do in that type of situation, you scoffed off top to about somebody coming back to apologize later.
They never do.
I mean, it happens.
Oh,
It definitely.
are men more apt to go and apologize, or are women more apt to go and apologize?
I'm not gonna say it's men or I don't know if it, I don't know. If
I'm gonna
it's
help
men
you.
or women.
I'm gonna help you with that.
I'll let B have that. I don't think it's either one. I think it's based upon the person individually, but I don't think it. I think
to a certain degree, I think people handle it, or they might say it differently. They might not come out and say it, but you can. You've been in their actions, or they try to gloss over it because they don't want they still want to seem like they're right about something that the damn well they were wrong about.
Right.
So, like Tim said, I don't know if it's a gender specific on there.
I would say that. Ooh, how do I say this?
I mean, we all go to the barber shop. This is shop culture. That's why I'm asking. Like, we talking in the barber shop right now.
Make sure you like and share. This is what you get.
I mean, do you guys think that it's
Gender specific?
That women go back and apologize?
No.
Times than not after.
I would say that men are more likely to say the words.
Yes. Okay. Amen.
And again, this is just opinion. So women, I'm not saying this is fact. Don't jump on me. Listen.
No, we don't
jump on me.
This is shop culture.
Okay?
We're in the barber shop.
Don't jump on me, goddamn, because they're gonna be in my
They
box.
are, but this is the barber shop. This is the barber shop.
In opinion, right? I think men are more trained to say the words.
We are.
Women are more to try to make up. You know what I'm saying? For it with action versus actually saying the words. I was wrong.
I totally agree with that.
Again, that's just opinion.
Yeah.
Carmen
already. I disagree. I disagree.
I could be wrong. I said I could be wrong.
I agree with you. I agree with you on it though. And ladies, can you give us maybe your views on that, or give us your?
They did.
No.
Supreme said no. Supreme said I'm wrong.
But tell them why. Just to say, hey, you're wrong. Can we know?
That's why I'm literally asking this question, because I want to have an educated, discussion. Like, what is it?
And guys, make sure you guys tune in. This is Shop Culture. Man, we appreciate you.
Stoney don't get nothing. Stoney don't get nothing.
Get him.
Nope. We're not doing it. We're not doing it today.
And we're going to shout out Shop Culture Supreme. Make sure you guys tune in to Shop Culture Supreme every Monday at 8. And this is Shop Culture Show, live show. Every Tuesday, might move over to Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We appreciate y'all. And man, let's keep it going. We're at the end. Any last remarks, words, prayers?
Appreciate y'all. Much love, prayers. Appreciate all of you guys during this last little bit that I've been, down with my family issues and death in the family. I appreciate your support very, very much.
No, we appreciate you, man. And I just want to thank you, man. Man, for always, man, you my bro, bruh. So seeing what you were going through and just talking with you and praying for you, man. I'm glad to see that you're here, and that's the first step.
Grateful.
So and same with you, man. I know.
You already know, bro.
So Shop Culture, we're a family at the end of the day, and it extends not only this room but beyond in the group. We might disagree, but we still have a lot of love for all of you. We really do, and we really appreciate it, and we talk about it a lot. And so just like we pray for you guys, pray for us, and we need your prayer. We're all going through something, and this helps through any type of process. So, man, thanks again for being part of this Shop Culture.
All right, let's get it.